Go.
Hey y'all, I am back again. I switched devices, so hopefully this will help me to see y'all's comments. If you are here, again, if somebody can try typing into the comment box so I can see, if I can see your comments, that would be great. So I switched devices, I left, I came back, but I want to see if I can see the comments this time around. So if you and your child are here, please type in your child's name.
I can see people's names now.
Awesome, so who's here?
Nobody, it just says who's joined, so just...
Got it, okay. If you guys are here, type in your child's name. I think we're able to see the comments now, but I won't know until someone writes one.
DeAndre Price.
Dre! Hey Dre, good to see you. Thanks for watching. Alright, so now we're on a roll.
And Desire.
Desire, hey Desire, glad you're here.
And Joel Carter.
Joel, so good to see you guys. So, as you guys get tuned back in, write your child's name. As soon as I catch a break in between questions, I will answer your questions. I'm so glad our comment box is working. Now we can really do live the right way, y'all. So, let's start out with this. We're comparing using greater than, less than, or equal to. We are going to write our answer in a circle. So, the number that we're comparing is 45,018. And I'm going to write this a little bit bigger so you can see it. And we're comparing it to this, okay? And I'm just going to come down and put our other one down here. It says 40,000 plus 500 plus 110 plus 8 ones. So if you can't see that, that's what it says. So what we're trying to do when we compare. Compare means, we just wrote this vocabulary today. Compare means decide whether it's greater than, less than, or equal to. So when I'm comparing something, I'm trying to figure out if this number is greater than, less than, or equal to this number. So how do I know that? Well, first of all, I need to put this number in standard form. Standard form, we've been talking about this as a vocabulary as well. Standard form just means to write the number using only numbers. So this is in standard form right now. This is in expanded form because I have the name of the unit and the number. So if I want to compare these, I need to get this into the same form as this. So let's see what this looks like. 40,000. The way I can figure this out is I just do a place value chart. Okay, so 40,000s. 40,000s is the same as 4 10,000s because if I have 40,000s, I have 10,000s, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. So I'm going to put this 4 in the 10,000 spot. Okay, I don't have any thousands here. So what do I put there? I'm going to put a 0 here. Do I have any hundreds? I've got 5 hundreds, any tens, 1 10, and 8 ones. So now this is a lot easier to compare with this. So I'm going to write this number up here, 40,518. Now this is the same number as this. All I did was I put this number in standard form so that I can easily compare it. So now I'm going to label this ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 10,000s, thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. So whenever I compare numbers, just like our chart says, we're going to start in the biggest place value unit. So looking at this, what's the biggest unit? It's not ones, it's 10,000. So first I'm going to compare the fours. So I'm looking to see what's greater. 4 10,000s or 4 10,000s? Well, guess what? Neither of them are greater, those are equal. So that's not going to help us to determine which one of these numbers are greater. So let's go to the next number. Let's compare the 5 and the 0. Okay, so what is bigger? 5,000s or 0,000s? 5,000s, right? So if 5,000s is bigger, then that means this number, this whole number is greater. So then my alligator always wants to eat the bigger number. Okay? Do I have any new viewers for this one now that I have a break?
There's not, they haven't put names.
Excuse me?
They haven't put names.
Alright, well if you guys are here, make sure you put your child's name in the box so they can get credit for viewing. And if you guys want to respond to any questions that I'm asking as we go, feel free to write them in the comment box. Alright.
Naturel.
Hey Naturel, so glad you're here. And remember, even if you guys are just tuning in, comment your name. I'm so happy that you guys are able to view it and that you are here. So make sure you get some credit for showing up. I'm impressed with those of you who are watching, even when you're at home. You don't have to watch. It's not for a grade, but you're going the extra mile. So I love that. That's how you become a great mathematician.
Jayla Frederick. Jayla.
Jayla.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Ian and Ayana's baby sister. All right, well, I'm glad you guys are watching.
And Caleb.
Caleb Henderson! Hey! All right, so good. Good to see you all. I'm glad you tuned in. If you didn't see it from the beginning, you can go back and watch it from the beginning once I'm done. Alrighty, so this one says, order the numbers from least to greatest. That's super important. You're going to see a question just like this on your quiz tomorrow. Literally the exact same question. The only thing that's going to be different are the numbers. So the most important thing is to remember, are you ordering them from least to greatest or greatest to least? This says least to greatest. So whenever I'm comparing numbers, especially all these numbers like this, I think the best strategy would be a place value chart. So I'm going to go big long one because this has got a couple of numbers, and I should have left a little bit more space. All right, so I got my ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 100,000s. Now remember, I draw the place value chart because you make less mistakes. When we were doing our practice today, I noticed a lot of small mistakes. And what was I saying to people that were making small mistakes? I was saying, you should have used your strategy. Why not use your strategy? This is a strategy. Draw a place value chart. It won't hurt you to do extra work. Even if you think you know the answer, draw something that's going to help you solidify your thinking. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put each of these numbers in the place value chart, and then I'm going to compare them. So I'm going to put this in backwards. So I'm going to put the 7 in, the 3 in, the 4, the 2, the 1. Then I'm going to put the next number in, 124. Then I'm going to put the next number in, 120,567. Then I'm going to put my last number in the place value chart. And the place value chart doesn't take long if you know what you're doing. Just draw some lines, put the letters, and go. Alright, so I always start comparing. I'm looking for the least biggest number. I'm still going to use the same strategy and start with my biggest place value spot because that's going to be the best way to tell me. But the number over here in the 100,000 spot, there's no other numbers there. So what that tells me is this is automatically our greatest number because this is the only number that has something in the 100,000 spot, and the 100,000 spot has the most value. Remember, you'd rather have $100,000 than two 10,000s. That's way more. So this is my greatest number. So I'm going to put a 4 next to that because that's going to be the last number on my list if I'm doing least to greatest. Okay, now let's look in the 10,000s column. So I'm comparing the 1 to the 1. Now, does that tell me anything? No, because these numbers are the same, so that doesn't tell me which one's bigger. All right, so now let's look over here and let's compare the 2 to the 2. That doesn't help me either, does it? Because those numbers are still the same. So we keep going until we find different numbers to compare. Now we're comparing the 4 to the 4. Now notice I didn't put this number in there, did I? No way, because I'm still working on these numbers. These numbers here are bigger than this number no matter what because these numbers have 10,000s and thousands. This number doesn't have any thousands or any 10,000s. So I'm still just looking at these 4s. Doesn't tell me anything. So now I'm going here. All right. Now that tells me something. Now we're in business. So now I need to compare the 7 to the 3. Now, which one's bigger, 7 or 3? Well, I'm sure we all know 7, right? So if this 7 is bigger than this 3, then this is the greater number out of the 2. So my next biggest number then is this one. So I'm going to put a 3 by it. And this number is 12,473. So I'm going to put a 3 here because that's going to be my next greatest number.
Bottom one.
Oh, my goodness. There it is. The man behind the cam caught my mistake. I'm sure you guys caught that too, though, right? You just couldn't tell me fast enough. Okay, yes. So this is my next biggest number. And remember, that's how we check our work a million times because even Miss B said it makes mistakes. So when I get in you guys about not checking your work, this is why. Because look at this hard work I just did and something so simple would have messed my whole entire problem up. I would have got the whole thing wrong, even though I did all this work. So that's why it's so important to check your work. Even the greatest people check their work. All right, so my next number I need to compare is this number and this number because I've already done with this one. So So now I'm comparing 12,437 to 124. Already, there's nothing here, zeros, right? So this is my next biggest number, 12,437. So that's got a 2, and that's a 1. So now, to order these numbers from least to greatest, I'm going to do 124. Okay, remember the alligator mouth goes open. So 124 is less than 12,437. 12,437 is less than 12,473. 12,473 is less than 120,000, and this is going to be small, 120,567. So, whenever you have multiple numbers like this, especially on tomorrow's quiz, winkety wink, 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 I suggest drawing a place value chart. If you don't draw a place value chart, you're going to be upset with your grade because it's so easy to make mistakes, okay? So how many viewers that I need to shout out?
Michaela and Kanika.
Michaela, hey girl, hey. And Kanika, good to see you. I'm glad you guys made it. And did any of you guys already know the answer to that question before I was done? Did anyone know the answer already while I was still explaining it? All right.
Michaela says, hey.
Hey, Michaela. All right, on to our next question. We are rocking and rolling tonight. And usually, guys, the live sessions are about 25 minutes, so don't worry, you won't be here all night. All right? So.
And Kanika says, hey, too.
Who?
Kanika says, hey, too.
Hey, Kanika. You guys are so awesome. Working hard on your free time. I love it. Okay, this one's a little bit simpler. So for this one, we can either use the place value strategy, like we just did, this one, or I'm going to show you kind of like the strategy that we did today on the spec sheet. So I'm going to use that one for this one, because this one's multiple choice. So, the strategy we used on the spec sheet was basically we just labeled right above the number. So for this one, I put ones, tens, hundreds. Over here, ones, tens, hundreds. So let's compare the hundreds to the hundreds, okay? Are those the same number? Yes, they are. So that doesn't tell us anything. Let's compare the tens. Those are different numbers. If those are different numbers, can that be equal? Can that be a true statement? No. The question says, which statement correctly compares the two numbers? Well, looking at this, these numbers are not the same, so that statement's not true. Let's look at the next one. And there's barely enough space for me to label this. Thousands, hundreds, tens, ones, thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. So compare the thousands. They're the same, so that doesn't tell us anything. Let's compare the hundreds. We're on to something. Now we have two different numbers, so that actually tells us. So is the 4 bigger than the 0? It is. So if the 4 is bigger than the 0, then that means this is the greater number. And what is the symbol show us? The symbol shows us that the alligator mouth is eating the 1,408. So this is our correct answer. Let's just double check to make sure none of our other answers could possibly be here. I know this isn't a select all, but
People are saying they can't see.
I know this isn't a select all, but it doesn't hurt to check.
People are saying they can't see anything.
Can't see.
A few people saying they can't see.
Okay. If you guys are watching, can you see right now? Because on our end, it's showing that we can see.
Can't see the top number.
Probably just this problem is too.
Oh, okay. Can you guys see that?
Yeah. Can you guys see now? Does it help now that the camera's a little closer? If you can see it, give me the thumbs up or the okay. All right, well, I'm going to keep rolling and let me know if you can see it. I know these numbers might be a little bit small. Next time I can make them bigger.
They said yes. Okay.
Okay, so we just had to get a little bit closer for this one.
Okay.
Alrighty, so moving on. So we decided that this one was true because 1,408 was bigger because of the number in the hundreds place, the 4 and the 0. Let's move on and look at the next one. So starting here, these are both 10,000s. Those are the same. Thousand spot, those are the same. Let's check the hundred spot. Now we can compare the hundred spot. So what's bigger, the 4 or the 0? The 4 is. So that means this is my bigger number. So the alligator mouth should be facing that way, but it's not. So then this is wrong. Oops. All right, let's check our last one. Right off the back, I see this has ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. This has ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. So since this one goes to the 100,000s and this one goes to the 10,000, what should we already know about which one is bigger? I'll give you guys a second to think. I know you can't probably respond that fast. But what that tells us is this one has to be bigger because there's no 100,000s in this one. This one has 100,000 in it. This one doesn't even have any 100,000s. So we know this one has to be bigger, but the alligator mouth is not opening that, so this is not the correct answer. So the only correct statement is B. All right, cool beans. We're rocking and rolling. And guys, thank you for bearing with us today for our live session. It's the first one of the new year, and we just like to get ahead of the game. All right, I'm going to do one last one, and this one's going to take us to the cows come home. These are y'all's favorite kinds of questions. And let me do this a little bit. All right, you guys know what this is. Select all the options with 8,942 written in expanded form. If anybody can't see this one, let me know now. All right, so we're looking for all the options that show 8,942 written in expanded form. Expanded form we know means that you say the number and the name of the unit. So the name of the unit could be like ones or tens or hundreds or thousands. And then the number is like the digit, 8 or 9 or 4 or 94. Okay. So, can everyone see there?
I said can't see, so I'm trying to get closer. If that makes it bigger. Is that the underline? Select all because it's our keyword.
Oh, someone say underline select all? Mm-hmm. Who said that?
Shanika Taylor.
Go, Kanika. Go, girl. That's right.
Whoever Shanika's.
That's Kanika.
Okay.
Good. Select all. So obviously you can see then, Kanika, if you saw that. That's good. So exactly, the first thing you're going to do with this is circle the important information. Select all the options with 8,942 written in expanded form. I should have crossed that out on accident. But we actually, and I'm glad you brought that up, on another question, I don't think we underlined our important details. So great job, Kanika. All right, so let's check. Remember when we do these, we go through each thing, and if we have to draw a place value chart, we draw a place value chart. Matter of fact, I'm going to draw one just in case. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Okay? Drawing one just in case I need it, right? So, 8,000s, 94 tens. So let me put this on the place value chart. 2, 4, 9, 8. Okay. Do we have, so we're looking to match this number with these numbers. There's more than one way we can write numbers, so there could be more than one correct answer. So do we have 8,000s in the number? Yep. Do we have 94 tens? Well, looking at this, I see 94. But is this 94 tens? 94 tens, if I had 94 tens, then that would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then all 9 of these would end up getting bundled over here to 9. And what would I have here? Left. 4. So do I have 94 tens? Yep, I do. Okay, and remember 94 tens is the same thing as 9 tens 900s, 4 tens, because 94 tens is like 94 tens is like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Then you move it over. You would do that every time till you get to 90 tens, okay? Let's see, do we have 42 ones? Well, if I had 42 ones, that would be the same thing as having 4 tens and 2 ones. So that one checks beautifully too.
Okay. Because 94 tens and 42 ones, you have them the 4 twice though. Okay.
All right, good. Now, let's look at the next one. 8,000s, 900s, 42 ones. So looking here, 8,000s. Do I have 8,000s? Yes. 900s? Yes. 42 ones? Yes. So guess what? That checks. Let's look at the next one. 80 hundreds. So if I have 80 hundreds, that would bundle over to 8,000s. And I do have 8,000s. 94 tens? Yes. If I had 94 tens, that would really be like having 900s, 4 tens. So we have that. And do I have 2 ones? Yep, we do.
It's everything except E.
Hmm?
You're good.
Did I not circle that one?
You're supposed to.
There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Now, let's look at the next one. 8900s. Do we have 8900s? Well, if I had 8900s, I would have to bundle one over and have 8,000s, and then what would be left? 900s, because I would have moved 80 of those hundreds over and turned them into thousands. Do I have 42 ones? Yes. All right, let's look at our last one.
They all work.
8900s. 8900s. Do I have 8900s? Yes. Do I have 42 tens? Well, 8900s, we have that. 42 tens. Well, if I had 42 tens, guess what? This 4 would have to be in the 100 spot, and the 2 tens would be left, because 42 tens would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And then this would end up turning into a 4, and that would be left with a 2. Do I have that in that number? I don't. So this answer cannot be correct. So that leaves us with A, B, C, and D. Now remember, guys, I know these ones are the hard ones. When you see these questions, you have to realize that they're trying to trick you. So you have to draw the place value chart and you have to think about it. Well, can I have 2 digits in one spot? No. If you had 2 digits in one spot, one would be moved over to the next value place and the other number would stay. So have any viewers?
Nope.
No? This question was a lot, guys. So, if you need to play this one back again, you certainly can. But other than that, you guys, I'm really happy that you watched tonight. Does anyone have any other questions before I tune out?
And Naturel got it right. E is not right.
Good for you. Go Naturel. Thank you, Naturel, for putting your comments and response in the box. That's great.
And thank you for this. You're awesome. This really keeps the parents who are involved with their children's learning in tune with what's going on in class. We love you.
Aww. And before I go, you guys have not had the pleasure of meeting Joshua. So, introducing Joshua, my son. He's in 4th grade and he has to tune in live too. So, anywho, thanks to the man behind the cam, and we're going to sleep. Bye, y'all.